Hey everybody, in this episode I'm going to be showing you the differences between a regular snowboard and a split board and all the amazing places a split board can take you. Let's go! This is a split board and this is a snowboard. Sure, they look very similar, but they're much different. How are they different? Well, keep watching and I'll show you all about it. Splitboarding 101 coming up. Sure, they look the same shape, same bindings, or that's what it appears to be. Actually, they're a lot different because this split board, as the name suggests, lets you split it apart on the clips there, and two on the tail as well. These bindings actually come out by just sliding them out to reveal these pucks that will reinforce the board once the bindings are on. But these bindings come out and they attach right here. So this binding is actually very specifically made for split boarding. It has little connectors here that will connect right here and keep the front of the binding held down, and then the whole rest of the binding flexes up like that, similar to cross-country skiing. But the other thing that facilitates that whole operation is these little guys. They're called skins. They hook on the bottom of the board. Can't really see it right now, but these will hook on either side of the board when it's separated into skis. And on one side, it's smooth, so that would be the forward side. And then the other side is bristly, kind of like petting a bear. One side smooth, one side bristly. So the smooth side is the travel side. That's the direction of travel. And then the bristly side keeps things in place when you're at an angle so you don't slide backwards. And that way you can just zip right up the slope, and you don't have to carry a board on your backpack like you would if you were trying to do the same thing to access some sick backcountry with a regular snowboard. Okay, so here's what the skis look like when they're not in board form. This is called touring mode. You take the bindings, you put them on the top there, and the skins, so you're ready to go to the slope. This just happens to be Snow Summit, where this picture was taken. Once you get up to the top, you can attach the skis back into snowboard mode, and you're ready to go. It's so simple, it's so much fun. Here's the first snow split board I had. It was a Burton, it was old, it was crummy, but as you can see, it goes from skis to board just the same. And you got to have some poles there too. This is my good buddy Brad, who is not in Big Bear anymore, but he is the one who showed me all these cool spots. This was a number of years back over at Sugarloaf Mountain after a big old snow dump. So we were sure to get up there, not just for one lap on this great slope, but two laps, as you can see from the tracks there. Having a great time. It's a lot of work, though. You definitely have to have some cardio built up and some good balance. So once you get to the top, you rip off the skins like I'm doing here in this picture, and then you're ready to go. All right, so now over at Bear Mountain, going up the ski slopes before opening. Usually got to get a nice early start before the operations begin because, of course, they don't want people going uphill as others are going downhill. But yeah, I get up there before the sun really comes up, avoid the heat, get to see some amazing shots and snow that usually no one else gets to see. Just another day on the split board. Now we're over at San Gorgonio Range. This is actually Mount Charleston. I was up there a couple of years ago after a really nice season with my buddy Brad and my buddy Craig. That's me in the foreground with the ridiculously large backpack before I got a more appropriate sized backpack. It was a lot of work to get out there. We started when it was practically dark down off Highway 38, getting up into the San Gorgonio Wilderness after an hour or so, and made it up to the top. Really deep snow to have to traverse. Took readings along the way to make sure everything was safe. Luckily, Brad has no problems being in the front and breaking trail for us. He seems to love being in the pain cave. He's just a suffer monster, just going up and not complaining whatsoever. He's a total stud. But hey, after a few hours, we made it up to the top. Had a great ride down.
Amazing drop. Yeah. Went down there, but then there's a little hidden sucker over there.
You did.
Super fun.
Okay, here's on a whole nother day. This was just this last year, and my buddy Blake and I went up to go split boarding in the Moonridge area up to the ridge that you can take over to Sugarloaf from Bear Peak. And we dropped in after a good hour and a half of split boarding up and found some amazing stuff. Check it out.
Oh, it's good.
Yeah, it is.
My board definitely feels fast. Woohoo!
There we go. Here we go. Yeah. Oh, baby. Yeah. Oh, dude.
Over here. Oh yeah, traverse hard left.
Oh, I see a line right here, though.
Okay, perfect.
It's more dropping off here. Woo! Yeah.
All right, now we're back over in Big Bear on the East Valley over by Baldwin Lake where I've been paddling lately. And that scree field is our goal. I've been looking at that thing for years and heard about friends who had been up there going skiing on big snow years like this. This was in between the two huge storms we had at the end of February into early March. We parked over
tour of
by
the East
the
Valley here.
Ecological Center on the east end of
Slipboard
the north
style.
end of Baldwin, and
With
got
this
our
kooky guy.
skins on our
Hey.
skis and our poles
Yeah.
extended, and up we went. Had a wonderful time getting up into the open areas. It was pretty straightforward, and then when it was time to put the boards back in and drop, we had a blast. It was amazing. Super fun.
Yes. Yes. Woo! Yes, sir. Yep, run it out. Let it back out. Baldwin bushwhacking to Sick Screwfield. All the way down, no walking required. Right down to the road. Car's just right over there. Woo! Hey everybody, that about wraps up this video. Hope that you learned a lot about splitboarding, or at least were thoroughly entertained by our adventures out there in the backcountry. For now, until next time, I'm Daniel. Stay positive, be happy, keep shredding, and go with the flow. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.